Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of the Smugcast. This week we're going to be talking kidney stones, elections in Australia, and it's LGBTQ History Month. According to my wife's Facebook, that is.
Isn't it Q plus now?
I don't know what it is.
Last week was like National Taco Day. So, on Facebook, there's a fucking
Last
day
week
for everything.
was a day.
No, the last Tuesday was National Taco Day, but then also National Vodka Day.
Yeah,
and National Singles Day.
On Facebook, there's a
all right.
fucking day for
Well, I'm
everything.
Dan. I'm Dan. With me is all my boys. Are all my boys? What am I trying to say? With me tonight are all
Just
my
edit
boys.
that shit out.
Just
Yeah,
drink
let's
more.
edit that
Drink
out.
more.
Jordan
Hi.
and Jeremy
Hey.
and Justin
Yo.
and Jared.
All right, so wait, real quick about the LGBTQ whatever blah 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 blah.
QA plus.
What's the Q?
Queer.
Questioning.
Questioning.
I thought
Yeah.
it was queer. Isn't
No,
it
it's
queer?
questioning.
No,
No, it's
queer is
questioning.
derogatory, man.
No, it's not.
No,
We're
it's not,
queer.
'cause-
We're here.
Because now there are people
Get
that-
used to it.
There are people that are classified themselves as genderqueer, which is they are gender unknown or unnatural.
Is that like
or-
binary?
Jordan, say a few syllables on this.
Well,
Help us out here.
Your gender 00110.
Yeah, don't you know about this? Just because you're gay?
I mean, this is my life, but gender theory is definitely something that's still being discussed, but it's being kind of pounced upon. So what they're going for is by identifying as queer, they're not adhering to traditional gendered or relationship labels. By identifying as queer as opposed to gay or lesbian or bisexual, they're opening themselves up to the possibility of a sexual spectrum and not defining themselves in terms of
Okay,
a
but here's the
particular
thing.
relationship.
The
Spectrum.
the sexual spectrum, I agree with. Like your sexuality being a spectrum, I'm 100% on board with that. But the gender spectrum, I'm not on board with.
And again, it's different levels of things for
They're
people.
just leaving
Again,
themselves some options.
Gender.
For your sexuality, you have all the options you fucking want. But when it comes to gender identification, that is where I kind of draw the line and say, no, there's really just kind of two.
I have a nut for each gender.
Don't stop.
I identify as an Apache
Again,
helicopter.
I don't have opinions on gender identity because I've always been comfortable in my own gender. I've never had the experience of being uncomfortable or wanting to adjust, so I'm not in the position to judge people that aren't comfortable or are distressed by the notion that they are forced to choose between their gender representation.
So you're a
Because-
useless gay, is what we're hearing here. You can't help us with this
You
conversation.
can't inform us on gay
I'm telling you,
things.
I can
Why
give
can't
you the
tell us about gay things.
I can give you the argument and some background history about, gender and queer politics, but I'm not like the end-all be-all
I feel like
source.
Dad would rather talk about my kidney stones.
How's your
I don't
bloody
mind
dick?
talking about transgenders. I just don't understand it.
Yeah, it almost feels like we should have one on our show at some point.
You'd think we would, but just knock it off. She's not ready yet. Take it easy.
She wants to talk philosophy on here.
I don't know much about philosophy.
You gotta get
Exactly.
really
That's
don't
why
know,
he's gonna
don't know
educate
much
you.
biology.
You get really drunk and then you get into philosophy.
You need to get educated, sir.
She's gonna educate you on
We will teach you the
philosophy
ways.
All right, that's fine.
Teach
You'll
you.
be like,
That means I gotta like start reading, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Like, at least read a couple, like, philosophy books and maybe some ideas.
I got so many other books I still have to read.
And you
Yeah,
don't read
dude,
it.
I'm with you. Like, I've got, like, 7 audiobooks on my Audible that I still haven't gotten around to.
Well, that's not reading. That's
just
listening.
to something.
Dude, that's so much
I know. I
better
have.
than reading.
I have all the Game of Thrones on audio that I'm trying to listen
Wait,
to.
How
wait.
long are
Wait,
they?
why does
Are
it
they
not
like-
count as
They're
books
like
if someone's
40
reading it to
hours
me?
long.
It counts as a book. It's just, how do you not have time to listen to something?
Because my commutes are all very short, and that's when I usually listen to things.
He's got a jam when he's
You sit in
driving.
the basement for a long while.
Yeah, but when I'm sitting in the basement, you know what I'm doing? Fucking editing this
Right.
goddamn
Except you're
podcast.
not.
Oh my
I told you
God.
when we're
All
driving
right,
with mom.
fucking Leafy.
When we're driving with mom and she
Fucking
wants
I've
to
just
talk.
been so busy.
Dude, I actually
I've
have
been so
a job
busy
and
editing my
school.
20-minute video.
So do
for,
I.
No, Leafy's got no excuse, but I have some.
Quit talking about that guy.
Well, I'm just saying he makes the argument that he's
Jeremy
always
had-
so fucking busy.
Jeremy hasn't watched the Baited podcast yet, so he's still butthurt.
Is that the Vape Nash guy?
No,
No.
that's Ethan. That's
Oh, that's
H3H3.
Ethan. That's H3H3.
Come on, man, get with the times.
I know your YouTubes.
I'm
Scum.
old.
Yeah, you are.
75, right?
76.
You
I
graduated.
graduated with Peyton
with
Manning
Archie
with Archie
Manning,
Manning. Yeah.
What were we talking about? I totally lost track of it.
Your kidney stones.
Oh.
Justin this week had kidney stones.
Yeah, so
He's like a 50-year-old man.
I am first. So I woke up Monday morning and I had like this
It burned when he peed.
Oh, dude, you don't even know. But I had this like sharp, stinging pain right in my side, and like
Right
I'm
in
not.
the penis.
I have
Yeah.
that pain every morning.
Yeah,
Just
but that's
my-
because you have 4 kids and are 50 years old. That's a completely different
Justin,
situation.
my back hurts on the daily, and I'm 16.
But whatever. So I wake up and I had this unnatural pain in my side, one that's not usually there.
Okay.
And I'm not usually one to bitch about these kinds of things, but
Oh, you are the biggest baby. Anyway,
anyway, I could not handle it. I could not wait until, because I woke up at 4:30 in the morning. This woke me up from sleep, and I couldn't wait till 8 o'clock to go to a doctor. Clearly, because I was just in so much fucking pain, and like Advil was not helping. So I woke my mother up, and I had her drive me to the ER. While I was in the ER, the pain was gradually increasing. I forgot my wallet at home because I wasn't thinking straight. So I had to give them all my like information manually, like telling them it before they could even like get me to a doctor. So that wasted like 20 more minutes.
you know, you can download your card onto your phone.
I do not do any of that. Are you kidding me? I told you how easy it is to hack a phone.
Who's going to hack the name of your doctor?
What? No, but if I have my ID on my phone, that's a good way to get identity theft.
No, it's not your ID. It's just your insurance card.
Oh no.
That proves you have
No,
insurance.
no, I just didn't have my state ID, so I had to give them all that
You
information.
mean your driver's license?
Yes. What, is that not a state ID?
I mean, technically it's not because you can have both.
Correct.
Either way.
Okay, so you're in pain. You're in the hospital.
You're
Yes,
bitching.
I'm
Now, here, wait. The best part of this story is that the night before, your mother's telling me that Jared doesn't have to go to school the next day. So she's like, I'm not waking up.
Yeah.
I don't have to get up. And next thing I know, it's 4:30 in the morning, and she's waking me up and saying, I'm taking Justin to the hospital.
I felt so bad. I didn't want to wake her up. I actually stayed in bed for like a half hour after I woke up because I was like, I'm in pain. What should I do? I don't want to wake mom up. It's her day off. So I didn't know what to do for a while there. Just kind of laid in that. But anyway, I got to the doctor. They stabbed me 5 different fucking times with the needle to try and draw blood. It took them 5 tries. 5. That is unreal. How can they had to get 2 separate nurses in there because the first one was so incompetent she had to call in backup.
Maybe you can't see your veins through your skin.
My skin is white. It's pasty.
Well, that's what you get when you go to the hospital at 5 o'clock on a Monday morning.
I
They got the
know.
crappy people working.
I know.
They got shit squad.
But anyway, I was in a lot of pain. Eventually, they put me on morphine.
Morphine?
Yeah.
You got fucked
Morphine is awesome.
You know what? It didn't feel any different for me. It just stopped the pain.
Man, the one time I had morphine, it was great. But I was having angioplasty at the time, so...
Maybe not so great.
So the morphine hadn't kicked in yet when I was doing a CAT scan. So the lady was getting mad at me because I couldn't stop moving while I'm doing the scan. So I'm like, she's like, you're going to have to stay completely still for like 2 to 5 minutes. I'm like, I don't think I can do that. And she's like, well, how about you try? I'm like, okay, I'll just try harder. So that took a little while until the shit finally kicked in and I was basically dead. I was so fucking exhausted. I've never been so tired in my life after I got home from the ER. I don't know what it is, but I was just exhausted.
the morphine?
It's being
I was
high.
gonna say drugs.
I didn't feel high though. I just felt tired. Just sleepy.
And then were you still in pain?
No, because they gave me another pill. They gave me one of the hydrocodone.
So did you pass this stone?
I have not passed this stone yet. It is still inside me.
How far along is it? Is it like at the base of the
It's. I
dick?
think it's almost gotten to the bladder.
Is
I
it
think it's
at your
almost there.
urethra yet?
No, it is not at the
Is
urethra.
it poking out a little bit, just kind of turtling?
Yeah, it's true. It's.
Are you excited to see blood in your piss?
Are you seeing blood in your piss?
It's such a scary idea to be like, because I don't know when it's going to happen. So I'm just going to go to the bathroom one of these times. I've been drinking a gallon of water every day now. I'm peeing 20 times a fucking day.
So when I hear you in the bathroom screaming, then I know you're passing your stone. Is that what you're saying?
Not always, not always.
No, I don't.
Unless the shower's on.
He doesn't have to be in pain to be screaming in the
No,
bathroom.
sometimes
Is that
that's
what you're
just
saying?
climax.
So,
Only occasionally.
Like when he showers every day.
But my urologist said, because I had to go see another doctor, my urologist said that the actual it going through the dick isn't gonna hurt.
Okay.
It looked like you didn't know
I'm
if
like-
that was the correct term.
I was trying to figure out if
My
there was
schlong.
Is that what it's called? I really don't have much interaction with it, so I'm not sure.
Donger?
I tried thinking of like, is there a PC?
So wait, wasn't this a female urologist you went to?
No, it was a male.
Oh, it was a
dude.
male.
It was a dude.
Okay.
Fun fact, though, I'm almost positive that my old coworker Lexi was one
Oh,
of
I
the.
said hi to her.
Yeah, she was
today.
one of the nurses' aides at the urologist's office.
Oh, she's a nurse's aide?
Yeah.
Yeah. And when I went back to work on Thursday, because, you know, I have to work, even though I haven't passed this goddamn thing yet, I gave them the doctor's note saying I could come back to work on Thursday, and then after like 6.5 hours of me working, one of the managers drives up to me and goes, "Hey, you gotta go home." Why? Your doctor's note doesn't say you're able to work without restrictions, so we have to send you home.
But you've been working without restrictions for 6 hours already.
Exactly. I didn't understand. So then I had to call my doctor and go there this morning and specifically tell them, hey, I need a note that specifically says no restrictions on it. So I had to make them write me another note, even though the first one was more than sufficient. Oh, God, the whole process was just so annoying.
What if you pass it at work?
I told my boss,
Do you have your strainer with you at work?
no, I don't bring that with me to
Well,
work.
you should bring your strainer so you know.
No, thank you. I told my boss that if I start feeling it move to my bladder, I'm not going to be continuing to work for that day. That's not going to happen. Because that's when it's supposed to be the most painful, is when it goes from the tube into the bladder. So,
Well, that's when you like fall down at work and say you got injured, and then you can, get on disability for a while.
My hamstring.
My
oh no, my
hamstring.
hammy.
I think I broke my dick.
My Achilles.
My Achilles dick.
It's a very strong muscle. Oh, God. So that was my week. It's pretty awful.
Wow, that sounds like fun.
And I still got the podcast up at normal time-ish.
No,
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 you
you
didn't.
didn't.
No, you didn't.
didn't.
Does this one have a title?
So what you're saying is
I
you
said
didn't
ish.
work for 3 days and it still didn't get up until Thursday.
My pills made me very sleepy.
Yeah, what was it? Monday, I have to like babysit you after I wake up because I slept through his entire ER process. I wake up at like 11. Mom's like, babysit Justin because he's about to pee blood and a stone on his dick, and I'm like, okay. So I make him lunch, and then I leave, and I come home at 9. I'm like, oh, you haven't finished your gallon of water? He goes, yeah, I slept for 5 hours after you left. What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. And I said, oh, so when are you gonna work on the podcast? Oh, this was Monday. He's like, oh, I have all day tomorrow. I'll work on it all day tomorrow, Tuesday.
I did.
Okay. So I come home on Tuesday. Is that up yet? Oh, no, I didn't work on it. You didn't work on it on Tuesday.
I slept so much on Tuesday. The pills, one of the side effects of the pills is consistent drowsiness. I literally have slept 3 days straight. It was...
You being drowsy isn't going to make this podcast any worse than it already is.
Why are you trying to eat the mic screen?
Because I'm upset.
Calm down, homo.
Okay, stop. Whoa.
Hey,
Hey, now, that's offensive to one person here.
that's offensive to me, too.
And me.
Oh, and
Oh,
your
We
aunt.
forgot to mention that we have guests.
Well, I didn't think she wanted to be mentioned. So sitting in our background, we have my twin sister, Mary. Say hello.
Hello.
We asked her to come on and talk with us, but she won't because she's scared. She's a chicken.
Absolutely.
But she's
refuses.
like the only person who's listened to every podcast so far. So,
I don't know if that's true.
well, who else has other than us?
I haven't listened to any of them.
Yeah, see,
to
Justin,
be honest.
Jared hasn't listened to any of them.
I haven't either, actually.
Really?
Oh, Kelly has. All right, shout out to Kelly. Thank you, Kelly.
Didn't, Emily?
I think Emily has. She did message me
didn't
and
she
said
mention
that
she
that
was
she
watching
listened to
them?
one. I don't know if she
Oh.
listened to all of them.
she's listened to more than
Tabitha's
one.
listened to a couple, right?
Tabitha said she liked it.
So we're getting our family to listen, but nobody else.
Honestly, what the show has become is a family update. Like, hey, what we're doing for
Yeah,
the
pretty
week.
much. It's like the Christmas newsletter, but once a week.
Yeah.
This week, Jeremy.
So trash.
This week, Jeremy's drunk. Next week, Jeremy's drunk.
Tune in next week. Maybe Jeremy will be drunk.
It's like a Dragon
never
Ball.
know.
It's like
Yeah,
a Dragon
get
Ball
rid
Z
of the
episode.
maybe.
This episode, Jeremy's charging up as drunk. Next 27 episodes, and then he'll be drunk.
He'll reach full drunk.
Super drunk.
Super
saying.
drunk.
Super drunk.
Oh God.
So anything else happen? Anybody else this week?
No, I had a very average week.
We kept getting passive-aggressive notes from the management company in our building about the use of our washing machine. They wouldn't even tell us. They just slip notes under the door of our apartment, like, "Hey, don't use your washing machine for 2 days, please." Or like, "Hey, we're gonna be here at 12 and not show up until 4."
Well, that's not passive aggressive.
Oh, it's super passive-aggressive.
No, passive aggressive is like, "Hey, you're doing a great job there."
I slept through.
Jeremy,
a
why don't you talk some more?
Ooh,
I slept
shots
through a movie
fired.
in English class.
What movie?
Last Will and Testament, about how Shakespeare is fake, like he wasn't a real person.
That is bullshit.
I slept through it
That's
because
bullshit.
Jeremy doesn't believe in William Shakespeare.
Oh,
Whoa. We were watching this.
Fuel the
this is
fire.
So fucking weird. This
Fuel
is
the
so-
fire.
Oh, Jeremy's watching more stuff on YouTube.
Yeah. Fucking Sophia showed me a video about a William Shakespeare conspiracy theory and how. Who was it? Who was William Shakespeare? Francis
Yes.
Bacon.
Fuck Francis Bacon.
Well,
it was
hang on,
not
hang on.
Francis
Hang
Bacon.
on, the theory was that Francis Bacon
You don't know that.
actually wrote all of William Shakespeare's literature because apparently William Shakespeare, the actor, wasn't that intelligent.
Can I confirm one thing? William Shakespeare was a pen name, right?
Yes.
Actually, I'm not sure.
It was
All right,
not a
I
real-
don't
But
so.
no,
Here's
no,
why
I
it's
have
not a
seen
real name.
scholars who said that the theory that he didn't write it is bullshit. He wrote those
But there are
plays.
other
Okay.
scholars that say it's not bullshit.
Okay, well, even if he didn't, it's still fucking awesome.
No, I don't think
alright.
it discredits the plays themselves. The plays themselves are still fine, but the idea of William Shakespeare as a person, I almost say it's unnecessary.
Sort
but
of like God.
pretty much.
That is my argument.
kind of-
that was my argument.
We linked
I
it to
do
Jesus.
I've always been under the understanding that the pictures you see of William Shakespeare are not him. Nobody really knows
No,
who he
those
is.
pictures you see of William
Are
Shakespeare.
just bullshit.
No, they had artists back then who drew pictures of people.
No.
Yes, you know what? We know what Henry VIII looked like and what Queen Elizabeth looked like
Right,
and
but
stuff
I've
like
always
that.
been told that the pictures of William Shakespeare
Well,
are
you were
not...
told wrong.
Are you
Those- so-
saying that
okay,
the
so you're
American
saying-
school system's poor?
Yes.
I get okay.
What?
Never
You're
mind.
No,
saying
not
our
never mind.
cornfield-ass town doesn't have good schools.
Cornfield ass.
Cornfield
Our
ass.
cornfield.
There's a
ass
cornfield
town.
right
I
across
don't-
from the high school.
I don't think Jeremy's all that wrong. I don't think we have any evidence that really says that William Shakespeare was there, especially since William Shakespeare was a pen name.
Right,
It's
there,
derived-
I don't
it's
think
derived
there
from, like,
was
Greek
a
goddesses.
Yeah.
William Shakespeare that we can identify based on fact in our past. I don't think that's
I
true.
think scholars
pretty sure
have
they
pretty
have,
much
like-
proven that yes, there was
yeah,
a
I'm
William
pretty sure
Shakespeare,
there's, like, legends
and
that-
that he wrote those plays.
Pudge is learning about this in school. Pudge, what have
we
you
watched
learned?
the movie and they say there was nothing was ever written by him. Everything's just kind of been typed out, and there's you can't actually tell if there's anything that's real. And then of course his name is just this nudge at Greek goddesses like Athena, and his name William is just Guildhelm, golden helmet, because she had a golden helmet. And Shakespeare, she shakes her spear about stabbing bitches. So he has,
He's not articulating it very well, but it seems like
Yeah,
William
thanks for that.
No, that was actually the conspiracy that we heard
Yeah.
yesterday was that
Quit watching these idiots on
it
YouTube.
is
What
an-
the
it-
hell?
well, it is an idiot thing, but at the same time, the theory that we saw was exactly that, was that Francis Bacon, which I immediately discredited as soon as he said that Athena came to him in a spiritual sense and told him
spirit form.
to hide his identity and write some shit. But
Are you saying gods don't come and talk to people all the
I'm
time?
saying guys don't come and talk to people.
They
That
also
happens all the
mention how-
time.
God has
Our
given me a
Lady of
message.
Guadalupe.
Why do you think we started this podcast? God told me that we needed to do this.
Hey, and the next time I see a tree with a picture of the Virgin Mary on it crying, I'm going to go and donate money and pray in front of it.
you got to plant the seed.
They
So
mentioned
you think those pictures of William
Praise be,
Shakespeare are
praise
what
be,
William
praise
Shakespeare
be,
looked
praise
like?
be.
I have no reason to doubt it when scholars, people who study this stuff, tell me that it is.
What scholars?
What scholars have told you that those pictures are what William Shakespeare looked like?
Shakespearean scholars?
How much?
Name one.
That was such bullshit. That was the biggest crock of shit you said so far.
I just don't
What am I going to say? I mean,
Shakespearean scholars.
explain to me
Duh.
why. I just don't understand why you have to doubt that Shakespeare was a person.
there was a
Because
part of-
I am a skeptic, Jordan.
why-
It's what I do.
I am a
Shut up.
skeptic too, but I still believe some things.
I think there are some things you have to pragmatically accept, sure, but if there's no evidence, why would we just say he's a person?
It's like Jesus Christ. People will tell you that there was a real Jesus Christ. I disagree.
Oh, I disagree completely.
And people will tell you that, oh, well, there's other
Hi, Ma.
writings that argue that there is a Jesus Christ, and I don't think that's true.
I don't think so either.
Well, okay, William Shakespeare is kind of the same boat. People will tell you, oh, well, people have
Shakespeare
written about...
and Jesus are the same?
They're the same
People
person.
have said that, okay, well, we have writings saying that Jesus Christ was here. Or, sorry, that William Shakespeare looks like this and was this, but we don't really know, do we? We have no actual evidence, no actual proof of that. I'm not saying that he wasn't a real person. What I'm saying was, what we think we know about him isn't exactly true. We don't really know who he was. And I think that is accurate. We don't
But
know
I
who
think
he was.
we do know who he was because we have people who have studied this, who've dedicated their lives to finding out who Shakespeare was and what he
Right,
did.
but a lot of these people are studying it to preserve the legacy and make money off of it. If they were to come out and say it wasn't true, then they would no longer make money
Yeah,
off
because
of
those
it.
college professors are just raking in the dough.
How much
Okay,
bank
well, what,
are you
all right,
getting
so
off
what college
Shakespearean
professor, What college
literature?
professor are you talking about? Because every time I've been in school, I've been told that the pictures we see of William Shakespeare are not pictures of William Shakespeare. They are just adaptations
I have never
to
heard
what he
that.
might have looked like.
I've never heard that.
Okay, well, yeah, you went to school, what, 40 years ago?
Wow.
So when was
it
the last
wasn't
time?
four- was
I'm
it
just
four-
saying. When was
no,
the last time
it wasn't
you were
40. It was
30.
30.
When was the last
30
time
years
you
ago.
were touched up on William
33,
Shakespeare?
32 years ago.
I'm just saying.
You know what? We're getting a Shakespeare expert on this show.
Okay,
it.
you find us a Shakespearean scholar since they're just abundant.
Yeah, Uncle Bobby knows everything.
He really does.
Well, why don't we get him on here more
I
often?
disagree, but okay.
We'll have to get him. We'll
if
get
we
him
wanna-
on Spike.
If we want to talk about
we'll get
Indians,
him on Skype.
sure.
Midwestern Indians.
Yeah, okay, that
Native
even narrows it
Americans.
down even more. Native Americans, correct.
Come on.
We want to.
You know, circa what, 1200? I think he's like 800-year-old, right?
He
Something
does
like
pretty
that.
cool work.
He does do pretty cool work. For those of you who don't know, who aren't in our family and listening, which is nobody, my brother's an archaeologist, and he studied. His main focus is Midwestern civilizations.
Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff.
So I was gonna say, but I got cut off like 10 times. Fuck.
What are you guys laughing about over there?
Dude, cut off again.
Right? Just fuck me. Why am I here? So like another part of why like they don't think that like Shakespeare was like a person himself, but I think it's like someone using their name to hide behind, is because like the people like Francis Bacon's like their countries had like big ties with like the like theater, like the countries loved theater, but when like a noblesman like did something that was related to art and like not something that was like warlike or politics like, all the people are like shunned him and it was seen as bad for them. So if they had this interest in writing plays, they had to use a pen name and fake it.
Yep.
If I remember correctly from when I was in high school, which is the last time I actually read about Shakespeare, there's
Oh, how long ago were you in high school?
7 years ago.
Less than 35 years.
32.
It rounds up to 35,
Okay,
right?
well, I'm going with the times that he wasn't completely fucking annihilated at school, either stoned or drunk. So I'm gonna say 35.
Yeah, 35.
All I'm saying is, I think there was like actual evidence of like his name and like birth and death ledgers, and I think there's also evidence because when he built the globe, there had to be some kind of permits for this person.
That's right.
So
He
there
did
had
build-
to be
he
money
did build
transfers for
theater.
the globe, and he was patroned by other people. So you can go by his birth and death records in the ledger from his birth town, his tombstone, his parents' tombstones, that William Shakespeare was a person, not just some pen name.
Someone Yahoo answers it. Please. Yahoo answers. Is Shakespeare real?
Yahoo answers
So that was
doesn't
his
know.
actual name. His name was William Shakespeare.
Yes.
Why is it hyphenated in all his like writings then? Why is it Shake?
Because
Spear?
it's Old English.
Is it though?
Is
Is it though?
Did I ever tell you guys about the best conspiracy theory I ever heard?
Oh God.
So it was
Who would have
that-
thought we'd go conspiracy theories?
Oh, because I got one actually that I'm
Um,
going to talk about too.
Michelle Obama's a man.
Pudge, talk.
So I read about this last year in English, so year's 2016, and the conspiracy theory was that
The year is 2016. Pudge is in class.
all of the like the Middle Ages times, like medieval times, was just fucking made up. So the actual year Like last year was 1719.
Oh, I heard about this.
We're not
What?
actually in 2016. It's 1719. We made up the Middle Ages.
Yeah, the Middle Ages never actually happened.
We just
guys.
made it up for like enjoyment and like to fuck with people. Like, haha, you believe this, dumbass?
Wait,
It's
I'm
17.
confused.
It is 1719.
The year right now.
I believe it.
So the year of our Lord was only 1,700 years ago, not 2,000 years ago.
Yes.
So we just made up 300 years of history for
Yes.
shits and giggles?
Yes. That is the conspiracy.
Wait,
who's we?
If
Who
you
made
look,
this up?
If you look at
The
trolling on the
scholars.
internet, it doesn't
the
seem that wrong.
scholars.
Like, think about
What?
it. People troll on the internet all the time. This could be just be historical trolling. Just think
We're
about
just gonna
it.
write
Just
these
think
big.
about it.
You know how people write like fake news articles and shit. It's like we're gonna write these fake history books. Really fuck them up.
That's kind of like that idea.
Twice? 2 weeks in a row? God damn it!
Turn the sound up.
I just
man.
did.
You old man.
How do I work this phone?
Do you have your print enlarged like 20 times?
Oh, that's your mother.
So for one line of text, you have to scroll 30 times.
Oh, wait, let me scroll.
What are they
real
trying
quick.
to say?
K.
Home. Oh, okay.
I try and show your mother like articles on my phone. I hand it to her. She's like, I can't read that.
She freaks out. It's like,
One day you can see, the next day you can't.
what I love is that when she says that she can't read something, it looks like it's spatter in the face because she shakes her head and like moves away from it.
No, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Get it away from me.
Well, be more considerate. Kelly goes, oh, wait, let me make that big. Now read it. Just make it big and give it to her.
Yeah, you gotta appeal to the differently abled. Yeah.
Whoa.
Mom, when she reads, looks like Jordan when he's reading Hillary Clinton's emails. It's not true. I don't want it.
We're not going to go there today. We're not going to go there today.
Wait,
I saw-
what?
Alex Jones, my favorite.
My man. Hey, my man Jimmy Dore spat in his face.
So he said on his show, he was talking on his show, and he had this huge rant. He says that Hillary and Obama are literally the devil.
Yeah, I can believe that.
He
Didn't you
says
see the ghost that passed across Obama?
she is an abject, psychopathic demon from hell that as soon as she gets into power is going to destroy the planet.
Yeah.
There are dozens of videos and photos of Obama having flies land on him indoors at all times of the year, and he'll be next to 100 people, and no one has flies on them. Hillary reportedly was told by people around her that they think that she's demon possessed. I'm telling you, she is a demon. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. You can't wash that evil off, man.
Who told him that? Mitch McConnell?
Told that
Donald Trump said that.
there's a rotten smell around Hillary. I'm not kidding. People say, folks, I've been told this by high up folks. They say, listen, Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. I've talked to people that are in protective details. They're scared of her, and they say, listen, she's a frickin' demon. And she stinks, and so does Obama.
Okay, well, so
all right,
how
hold
old?
on,
Hang on,
hold
hang
on,
on.
hold
That
How-
sounds racist. A black man stinks.
How old is Hillary Clinton?
68.
68. Okay.
68.
She
So
could
you
just
can
have-
I thought it was 69.
So you can assume
She smells like
that she
soap.
probably keeps a
She
handkerchief
smells like
full
an
of
old
snot
person.
up in her sleeve. So she might smell a little bit, right?
She might have old lady smell. That's an
She might
actual
have
thing.
that
She
old
probably
lady
does have
stink.
old lady smell, yes.
So she might stink, but it doesn't
It
mean
is
she's
a
demon
natural
from
smell
hell.
of decay is what it is.
Obama actually addressed this in one of his stump speeches for Hillary.
That he stinks?
What's a stump speech? I've heard of these stump speeches. What are they?
So what they are they are when political allies and assets go and rile up base and supporters to vote for the candidates they're supporting.
Surrogates.
Thank you. That's what I was looking for. Surrogates. They're campaign surrogates that go out and say, hey, I'm voting this person. You guys should too. Here are reasons why. Case in point, Hillary Clinton has both Obamas. She has Al Gore was just recently with her. She has Bernie Sanders. She has with Warren. These are campaign surrogates that go out and get the vote out
Right.
for these people.
No, but even the politicians, the people going for people trying to be elected can also be on a stump speech. It just means they're out talking to people and giving speeches. That's all it is.
You know who you can't stump?
Who can't you
stump
stump?
the Trump.
You can't stump
Can't
the Trump.
stump the Trump.
No.
Trump train 2016.
Can't you stump the Drumpf?
You can't stump the Trump. The Drumpf is stumpable.
I saw this tweet this week. It was about this guy's like, you can't stop the Trump train. We just have to stop and get new tires.
Trump's trains don't have tires.
That's the point.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah,
God.
come on. They have rectangles.
I feel like you're saying these things just to hurt the Republican Party, Jordan. All right.
They have steel wheels, man.
Steel Wheels. That is pretty badass sounding.
That's a Rolling Stone album.
Ah.
Steel Wheels.
I think it's a Rolling Stone
Wasn't
album.
there that huge controversy of the Rolling Stones album where there's a picture of a crotch and it's not really?
Yeah, it was like an album cover, and you could
You could see the outline of someone's dick,
but
but
you
it
could
wasn't
also
really
unzip
Steven
it.
Tyler.
It came out with like a real zipper. You can unzip
Yeah,
it.
and it wasn't really
Not
Steven
Steven
Tyler.
No, that's
sorry, not Steven
Aerosmith.
Tyler.
Mick
Mick
Jagger.
Mick Jagger. It wasn't really Mick Jagger's crotch, right?
I don't know. That was back in a time when I was wasted all the time.
So wait, like the dick on the cover of The Little Mermaid?
Yes,
Yeah,
there
like
is a
that,
dick
yeah.
on the cover of Little Mermaid. There absolutely is.
You try drawing Ariel for that long.
Not drawing a dick? Damn.
We did this research thing in government this week, and we had to like look up shit about old like third parties and like the third parties now. And actually, we had to look up the Green Party and Libertarians and the Tea Party.
Wait, what are the old parties?
Like
The Bull Moose Party with Teddy Roosevelt?
Yeah.
The
yeah.
Whigs, things like
The
that.
Whigs, the
Whigs.
Tories.
yeah, stuff like that.
I want to know if there were any like official third parties.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
like-
absolutely.
Not like the Tea Party was kind of like a temporary
Not like
movement.
not
Tea
like faction.
Party-
But that
still
wasn't
around,
really
though.
a third party. That was just part
They're
of
a
the
faction,
Republican
they're not a
Right,
Party.
third
that
party.
was a movement, not so much anything else. But
Correct.
Like I'm talking about like actual third
Yeah.
parties.
Yes.
No, there were the Whigs. There was, like I said, Teddy Roosevelt's Bull Moose Party.
That was an actual party
That
for
was
like
an actual party.
yeah.
it lived beyond Teddy Roosevelt.
No.
No, not beyond him.
Then
No.
I wouldn't count that as like a real party.
Of course
Why
it
not?
was. It was a real party.
They
Yes.
had their own candidate.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was part of it.
So wait, Teddy Roosevelt was a third party candidate that won.
no.
No.
It was after he.
It's kind of like the Tea Party,
Yeah, maybe.
where he was part
That's
of
what
a
I'm saying.
larger party.
It didn't live on past him.
It's like
it
a
wasn't its
fac-
own
it's like a
independent
faction.
thing.
Well, I want to talk about. Actually, I don't want to talk. I want Justin to talk about
Oh God.
his response to that video that you played for us.
Wait. Dad had another
Oh.
conspiracy you wanted to talk
Oh yeah,
about.
okay. Then
No, that was it.
Oh, okay. Then, real quickly.
Someone
just go,
give us context.
Yeah, someone go over the context
Oh.
of the video.
Oh, which one? Oh, the part you didn't like?
Yeah.
Oh, was it? I was listening to a podcast. It's called Slate Political Gab Fest.
Shout out.
Shout out. And
Just shouting out to everybody.
the guy who I really like on it is David Plotz, but then John Dickerson, who does Face the Nation on CBS, he's also part of it. But David Plotz was saying that we seem to accept a certain amount of deceit or shade or deception in every other aspect of life, in our relationships or with our bosses or at our jobs. And you tell one person one thing at your job and you don't tell everybody the other thing, or you have a cousin who you tell one thing to, but your crazy uncle you don't say the same stuff to. And he's saying, well, why can't we accept that in our political discourse also?
Right. And my argument to that is we don't accept that in our day lives.
Of course we do.
We really don't.
Like when
'Cause-
Mom says, do I look fat in these jeans? I'm going to say, of course not, honey. You look great.
Damn, get roasted. He just called you fat,
Wow.
Mom's fat. It's official. Dad said it.
You know what I'm saying.
No, what are you saying?
No. You
I'm
should.
saying if you ask me how you look, I'm going to say you look great.
But there's a way.
Even if you don't, even if I don't like what you're wearing at the time and you like it, I'm going to say you look good.
But there's
and you guys like
There's the thing. There's
you-
the thing.
Right. Okay.
You
but
can
here's the
be-
thing.
you
You
can
are
be-
not. You're not speaking for her. You were not put in power to speak for
I
her.
didn't say I would definitely
No,
agreed
no.
with him. I was just
I don't
saying
even
his
wanna-
argument.
I don't even want to take it to that point. There is a way to tell her what you really think without lying and without being
Well,
mean.
I, for the most part, as me personally, if your mother's wearing something that I don't like, I say I don't like that.
Right, you tell her, oh, I
But
don't
there
like that
are a
particular
lot of
outfit
guys
choice.
who will just say, "Yeah, it looks fine."
But that's not right. That's not the way you should do things.
But
That's
it
not
is.
the way to-
There are some little white lies you have to tell in any relationship with whoever you are.
I don't believe so.
Yeah,
But
you have
there
AIDS,
are.
hide it.
I don't believe so. I don't believe there are lies that you ever need to tell. You can be honest.
Santa Claus?
Absolutely. When you have children, there are certain things that moms know that they can't know.
Children aren't voters in this country.
Okay, I'm saying Santa Claus. We told you there was a Santa Claus.
Yeah, and you didn't have to. Daniel didn't get told about Santa Claus. He's Jewish.
Where did they?
What? I don't know. He went upstairs. But there
Oh.
are tons of people who aren't told the myth of fucking Santa Claus, and they turn out fine. You don't have to tell that lie. You just choose to.
Right, we choose to, exactly.
But that's not right. That's what we're
Yeah,
saying.
that's just an example.
Right, like you can't justify just giving us presents because you like us. You need to make up this mythical being
I
to
don't
give
like
us
you.
present. Well, okay, then you don't fucking like us, but you
But
still
Mom
gave us
makes
presents.
me buy you presents.
Okay, well she likes us, but she still had to make up some mythical
You could have
being
just said. You
to
could
give
just
us
said,
presents.
"Hey guys,
Get on Christmas right now.
Here,
she,
no, but
she could have
the
said like,
point
"Hey, I
of-
just love you so much. Here are
No,
some
go-
gifts
I'm
because it's
saying the
Christmas."
No, because Santa Claus is just so much fun.
If we're that thing, we're using this
Yeah.
example predicates the fact that
Again.
this is a lie that brings enjoyment to people who cannot understand the concept fully.
Like Jesus.
What
I
the
think
Santa
this is another underestimation of people."
what the Santa Claus lie does, it allows
I can't hit
children to enjoy something and give them something to look forward to.
Right.
While giving them,
Children.
I'm saying where we can extend this a little bit farther because we've pretty much come to the agreement that most adults are not intelligent people and they
No.
cannot grasp the nuances and difficulties of certain situations.
Yes, I would agree with him there.
I
yes.
don't
So-
accept that.
See, I do.
I don't accept that claim.
But see, that's the problem, is that if you come out and tell people things, they don't understand it.
No,
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 that is
no, no,
bullshit.
no. Because in our entire lives, we have had people who work for us, people in the government, not tell us the truth. So of course people don't understand it because they've been told lies their entire life, or they've been told small bits of what is really happening. So you wonder why people aren't intelligent because we don't tell them things. You think maybe if we were to actually tell them what was going on, they might actually care or they might actually grasp the idea of it. But if you keep telling them only small portions that you want them to hear, then of course they're going to be stupid. And then of course people like you can sit there and say that people are stupid.
I don't
Because
think
you
it's-
only tell them...
Well, people are stupid.
I don't
wrong
think that's a
anyway.
fair claim.
But
that
again,
is ridiculous.
only because you only tell them a little bit of information. So yeah, they're dumb because you only give them this much.
There you go. Some people can't handle. You can't handle the truth.
No,
Yeah.
that is a
We
false.
That's a
can't.
great
That's
line,
not- that's
but
not
it's
true.
not true.
People are fucking idiots.
No, they're not.
Yes,
Yes,
They're not.
they are.
They
No,
have
they're not.
the ability to
Whoa!
not be.
How many people do you deal with a day who you would say, "Wow, that's a really smart guy"?
Right. You know
I
what?
deal with plenty of people every day. When I'm at work, yeah, those guys aren't formally educated,
No,
but
no,
none of
but
them
they
are
can
stupid.
normally-
But they can make
education.
the decisions on what they want out of their government themselves.
They can make reasonable, logical choices.
You know
if you
what,
can
though?
do it, so can they.
You know, I might agree with you there, if there were more people who actually even fucking cared.
All right.
You're being
Most
very
people-
general. I don't like it.
most people don't spend the time that we spend thinking about this stuff or talking about this
Right,
stuff.
okay.
They
You-
just
okay,
want to live their
you're right.
lives and
Yeah.
not even
You know
worry
why?
about it.
Here's the thing. We have a media that should be telling us these things, but they don't. What do they tell us? The bare minimum, so that we just fall in line and do what we're told.
Yeah, but
Why
even
don't-
if they did, most people wouldn't listen because they don't care. They're worried about going to work, getting their kids to school, taking care of their own lives. They don't.
And what is
Most people are not like us. We pay more attention to this stuff
Okay.
than your average
what,
citizen does.
what is
Just
more
don't
important
agree
in
with
taking
that.
care of your own
But
lives
it's
than
true.
voting
I-
and knowing
That's
what
why
you're
only
voting for?
30% of the population votes.
Here's the thing. I think a majority of the population chooses not to vote.
No, the
because-
majority of the population does not vote because
Well,
they hate everybody. It's
no,
just
it's
because
not-
it's
no.
apathy. They
No,
don't
it's
care.
because-
No, it's because they're broken. It's because they see that nothing changes.
No, you're
No,
wrong.
that's not true.
It's apathy. They don't care.
Then why?
Because
then
of
why
what's
did
going
voter
on.
population spike when Bernie Sanders came out and did what he did?
It didn't spike.
Yes, it did.
No,
there were
it
more
didn't.
people going out
No, Democratic turnout was actually lower this primary
Yes.
season than last year.
Yes, absolutely.
in the younger population.
It was more in the younger population.
That's what I'm saying.
They started.
That's who he was
a
targeting.
A few younger people started paying more attention, but for the most part, people just live their lives and don't pay much attention to this stuff that's going on.
Okay, but again, like I just said, because you have Hillary Clinton and the Republicans or Donald Trump, people who are not willing to actually speak to you like you're a fucking adult and not tell you the entire truth. So why would you go out and vote for these people? No. Why would you go out and vote for these people who aren't going to tell you the entire truth, who aren't going to tell you everything? The people who Bernie Sanders spoke to, he got them to realize, like me, I was never registered to vote. I heard what he was saying, I liked his message, and I was like, I'm actually going to register because I actually want to vote for this person. Because he makes me feel like I actually need to vote for him.
Well, that's wonderful. That is great.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. The people don't
But
feel...
people like me realize we have to work within the system that we have right now.
Hold up. How did we get to this point?
Yeah, that's a different argument. What I'm saying is people aren't stupid. If you talk to them like they...
But people are stupid, son.
The average
people
person-
are stupid.
The average person cannot fully understand.
That's why we call this a Smugcast. Because we know people
Yes,
are stupid.
Okay, that is fair.
Smugcast because of you.
But in terms of knowing what you want out of your government and actually being able to change it is different. Maybe they're so smart, not smart, but maybe they understand that what they're going to vote for doesn't really matter, so they choose not to.
No. They don't understand. Because they don't pay attention to it. I'm telling you that.
Again,
people just don't care.
Again, because the media that's supposed to inform us
No, it's not.
doesn't inform
Because if
us
you want to
fully.
find the information, you can find the information. You might have to work for it a little bit. Okay, I'll give you that. But if you want to find the information, because we find it,
Yeah.
if you want to
but
find it, it's
again-
there.
But again, like Justin just said, we just saw a huge surge of people come out.
It
and-
wasn't that
All right,
huge.
but you're not. All right, let me finish. The people who did come out and started voting, the surge of people that came out and voted, who were they? Young people who know about the internet. Who didn't come out and vote? People who don't look things up. People who trust the media to give them their attention. People who are older. And the media doesn't tell them shit. They don't go on the internet
But
and
see,
search
that's
things.
bullshit.
No,
the media
it's
does
not
tell you
bullshit.
shit. The media,
But
if
not
you,
everything. But not everything.
That's
If you want,
not true.
Yeah,
That is
yeah,
not
that
true.
was your argument. Your argument was just that if you want to find something, you can.
Right,
But
so
you
the
can't
media
find
tells
it,
you.
But you can't find it on
But
like
the
the
media-
local stations that you watch on TV.
on TV.
You have to go on the
How
internet.
about read a fucking newspaper?
You have to go.
How about read the goddamn New York Times or the Washington Post or even the fucking Wall Street
weren't-
Journal? Fucking read the goddamn paper.
Look
at
at
your-
saying how
you
people
were
don't
just
have
It's
time
all
for
out
this.
there, so the media's telling
Press
you.
is dying. Printed press is dying.
You can
Nobody's
find
reading
it all online.
You
And
were
I'm
just
saying that older
He was,
people
the
don't.
media does tell you,
older
but people aren't
don't
taking the
look
time to
at
go to those
online
sources to
stuff
do it.
as
just
often
saying
as
how
younger
people don't have a lot of time. So how can they sit down to read the newspaper when they don't have a lot of time in their everyday
I think
lives?
that's bullshit that people don't have time.
No, it's not bullshit. People
It
are
is
busy.
bullshit. Doing
We were
what?
We were just talking the other day about people are working 2 jobs and doing so much. You work, sleep, work, sleep. That's your rotation. We just agreed on this the other week.
I didn't.
You said it.
What did I say?
Oh my god. You said that people are overworked and underpaid, and that we're working too many long hours and we're squeezing every
that's
person.
true,
So, right,
yes.
so these people are taking a lot of the time out of their lives to work instead of doing anything else. So they don't.
So
have
they're
a
not paying attention, is what I said. I
Because
just said
they're
that now.
working.
But that's
And then
not
when
because they're dumb.
No, I didn't. Well, I said wait. No.
Oh, shit!
Wait.
Stop.
It's 2 different points. People are stupid, yes, but also they just don't care.
Okay. Hold up.
all right.
Quantify stupid for me then. How do you define a person as stupid?
The average American.
I could say something right now, but I would get in trouble.
Again, because you fail a math test or because you didn't do good in school,
No.
it doesn't mean that
It's
you didn't.
not that.
It doesn't mean that you don't care about what's going to happen in your government.
Okay, listen here. The point that we're trying to make here is if we're taking
You think you're
the-
better than other people?
No.
Yes.
If we take the issue of, say, taxes,
That was honesty.
in the average American, person, we. Yeah. I'm trying to explain tax code to the average American and how you're gonna, switch tax code around. The average person will not understand it. So they will have the general idea explained to them. They will not have the details presented to them. And then the details are worked out during the actual legislative process.
Here's
And-
someone I want to offend, or I don't care if I offend. Your friend Matt. Not very smart.
Hold up now. No, bullshit. Matt is a little simple, but he's actually a very intelligent dude.
Well,
He
wait,
really
how can he
is.
be simple and intelligent?
It's a really weird thing. It's really hard to explain, but you can sit down with him and have a really intellectual discussion, and he keeps up just
Here's
fine.
the thing. Matt was going to vote for Gary Johnson. He'd been talking about how he's going to vote for Gary Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Then he saw Gary Johnson basically fail on a bunch of those questions.
Right.
Saw
And
him
he-
waffle
and he-
on that
and
softball.
and he changed his mind. He said, I can't vote for that guy. He's an idiot. Is what he said.
Matt is
so
a
he's,
smart
he's,
person.
He
All right,
knows
all
enough
right.
to change his
All
mind.
right, I will say I've never seen it, but if you say he's smart, then okay.
He is. I wouldn't be friends with an idiot.
Really?
Yeah.
Back to
Okay.
Like a true
back
idiot?
to the
No.
general point. The average American does not understand the nuances and the actual physical effects of changing the tax code, and trying to explain tax code and budget cut priorities to the average American is not going to go well.
Because it's boring.
Because it's boring and people cannot grasp our attention. So what our politicians do is they tell us the general overall theme of how they want to break taxes down, and then during the legislative process they go and actually work out the details with other legislators, and then we get the finished product.
Have we tried, though? Have we tried?
If
As from
Yeah,
what I
have we tried breaking it down on news? Like
Yes.
on MSNBC?
Hold up.
On CNN?
Yes,
on-
absolutely.
Oh,
Jeremy.
we've tried it?
Yes.
From what I remember, when I was in my old English class, we read about Abraham Lincoln and how him and whoever was running against him would have these long debates out in different cities around the country,
Douglas.
and they would
Stephen Douglas.
discuss the particular, like, in-depth parts of policy making to the public.
Well, that's because that's the only way you could get to people.
Well, here's the thing. And they would do this for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and tons of people would come, the place would be filled, and everyone would be enthralled. Do you think that maybe that people...
Right. Tons of people would come, but people who wanted to know. There were way more people who didn't go.
But here's the thing. If we
Because they're
didn't
worried
have-
about getting their crops out in the field or getting their horses shod.
Here's the thing. If science channels and, like, YouTube has taught me anything, people enjoy learning. People love to learn new things.
No. You are way wrong.
No, I'm not.
There are some people, like us, who like to learn.
What is this elitist mentality?
Most people don't. I am telling you.
I'm telling you, you're wrong.
No, I am not wrong. Most people don't care about shit like that.
Have you watched...
That's why Nova isn't on primetime TV on networks.
Have you watched any TED Talks? Have you listened to VC?
Yes, I have, but most people don't.
There are...
Most people don't.
Oh my god.
They
I'm done.
don't.
I'm done.
Son, look at the numbers. Why are you done? Most people don't. Look at the numbers.
The numbers show that people care about these things.
If you look at the ratings of Fox News, maybe even like Bill O'Reilly gets maybe 1.5 million people a night watching the show. It's 1.5 million out of 330 million people in this country. People don't want to watch it. They don't care.
Okay, here's a good point. The media,
Oh, you're gonna make it so it's gonna be good?
no, the media isn't out there to inform us, is it? It's out.
Of
Wait,
course-
no, it's out there for views. If it doesn't bring in viewers,
That is okay.
then
I
they're
will
not
give you
gonna
that.
tell us.
Yes.
So, are they gonna tell us everything? No, they're gonna give us stories about a squirrel who can ride on skis.
When you're looking,
There's
well,
a
yes,
bunch of-
when you are looking at television,
yeah,
when you're looking at the the news on television, ABC, NBC, CBS, yes, they need to get ratings. That is bullshit. I don't like it, but that's what they do. But when you're looking at cable or the internet, they are giving us news.
And that's what I was making.
Have you ever watched C-SPAN?
That was the point I was making earlier.
Daniel watches C-SPAN.
We were actually watching C-SPAN today. I'm saying C-SPAN is, public broadcasting, and it is generally dedicated to showcasing political discourse and, governmental views. And it's interesting to watch. They actually had economic advisors on today. They had one from the Bush administration. They had one from the former Clinton administration. They had a former chief economic advisor to Joe Biden. And it was interesting. But how many people do you know of that actually watch C-SPAN?
Okay.
That is free, public, nonpartisan political information.
Here's the thing. You're not, again, taking into account the people who are watching these things later on the internet. Because a lot of these things are broadcasted later on the internet. And who is more likely to be watching these things on the internet? Younger voters. And younger voters turned out in majority this time to vote, and older people who don't use the internet did not, because they don't use the internet as often. They don't use it to look at these things.
Because they're bombarded with these garbage stories.
My only point is, if what you are saying is true, then the Science Channel, National Geographic, and Discovery would be the #1 rated shows in the country, and they are not. They're not. Don't just wave your hand at me. Tell me something that you know for true.
Here's the thing. Those shows, while people enjoy them, if you sit someone down and let them watch the show, they will enjoy it. But what happens is those shows have to compete with the easy popcorn mentality of other things. That doesn't make someone stupid!
No, I didn't say. It just makes them apathetic. They don't care. They just want to sit and watch Kim Kardashian shake her ass on TV. They don't want to learn about science. They don't want to watch the National Geographic shows. They don't want to learn about politics. They just want to sit and relax and watch TV. That doesn't make them stupid, though most people are stupid. But that they just don't care.
I really just hate that claim. I really just hate that claim.
Well, you're wrong.
Well, I'm not.
But anyway, okay, I said let's take that off the table. Let's take that off the table that people are stupid. People don't care. Can we say that? They are apathetic. They don't want to watch the science channels. They don't want to watch the politics channels. They just want to sit, take care of their families, and then watch reality TV once in a while. That's it. Can we agree with that?
Sure.
Okay. That's all I'm saying.
But, and Michael from Vsauce talked about this.
Excuse me?
Michael from Vsauce.
I don't know what that is.
He's a very intelligent.
He's a very intelligent dude.
Check him out.
He talked about this, and he says if you start your video with a question that normal people would ask just randomly, like, hey, is our color brown the same as everyone else's color brown? And you start from there.
That is awesome. I love that question.
Right. If you start from that point, you can catch people's attention, and then you can talk about things and teach them things without them even realizing it.
You can. If you get them.
There is a great method, a plethora of ways to teach people things.
Most people are not going to click on that to start with, is what I'm saying.
That is something people would click on.
Yes.
So if you start off somewhere if you start off with a topic that interests them.
Your aunt and your mother are not going to click on that.
Yeah,
they're going to Pinterest and Facebook, they are not going to click on that.
Yeah, because it goes.
No, tell me.
Wait,
are you guys going to click on that?
Yeah.
Auntie Mimi's shaking her head no. Mom, shaking her head no.
I think she would, because it goes along with. Remember, was it last year when that whole dress thing came out? Was the dress blue or black, or was it? Yeah, Mom did. Was it blue or black, or was it white or gold?
You related
it's basically
to that.
The same question. If you put it in those terms, and then you can talk about it.
Okay, but let's say there's not enough of that going on.
That's what my argument would be. We need more of that.
Yeah, but don't
we need to not treat people like
that's
stupid.
Wonderful.
If something's on Facebook, right? You'll agree with me on this, Jeremy. If it's too long,
oh yeah,
yeah,
that's true too.
Yeah, if I click on a video and there's a 30-second commercial, fuck that. I ain't watching that video.
True.
Well, that's a reaction to advertising. That's a reaction to advertising as a whole. I absolutely hate advertising.
A 15-second commercial. Maybe I'll sit through that and watch it. 30 seconds? Fuck you, 30 seconds. I'm not sitting that long.
All right. I don't want to. I don't want to go over time. We have only a couple minutes left. We have to get to Pudge's word.
It's a word of the week.
It's everyone's favorite segment.
All right, favorite segment.
Who's gonna title this segment? We need a name for it.
It's called Pudge's word of the week.
All right, Pudge.
All right, here we go, Pudge. Here it is.
Your word of the week. Dirty toothpick.
First, let me turn the mic back towards me because Jordan takes it and shoves me out of the way like a mom trying to buy their fucking kid something.
Gotta fight for your right, bro.
To party.
All right,
so
what is it? Dirty toothpick.
Dirty toothpick.
So I was thinking about this while you guys were.
Please don't make another be a shit thing.
It's a shit thing. I'm sorry.
Oh,
What else could it be?
Dirty toothpick. Okay.
I know we're German, but we're going a little overboard with the shit stuff.
I'm sorry.
It's what Urban Dictionary is. So
Yeah.
dirty toothpick. I feel like it is when you get, you get the fellatio, you get blown after anal sex.
Wrong. That is called ass to mouth.
Yeah,
But-
that's called ass to mouth.
That's called
yes.
bastard trap.
Even I know
Yeah, but I
that.
figured like your dick would be the dirty toothpick
No.
because
Do
it's a little brown.
you want to take another? Do you want to take another try at it?
That's not it.
Another
Would you like
stab
to
at
take
those
another
teeth.
question?
Another stab at the teeth.
Yeah. Get another
Do
try.
do you just shit in someone's mouth?
Also, no. All right. So a dirty toothpick is when, while performing doggy style, the man uses his pinky and puts it inside the woman's butthole, and then reaches forward to put it in her mouth, and the goal is to try and get some shit in between her teeth.
Nice.
Who the fuck does this?
I think you killed our father with that.
I'm dying a little
His
bit too.
76-year-old heart can't take the laughter. He hasn't been this happy since fucking
It's like a
depression
donkey
ended.
punch.
Hasn't been this happy since Nixon was elected.
He hasn't been this happy since you could go to the store with a quarter and buy a whole meal.
So you were close.
No, he wasn't close at all.
Yeah, it's something related with
He said
butthole.
something with his dick and it's not at your finger.
He almost made the connection, you know?
It's butthole to mouth.
He hasn't been this happy since hard candies were a cent.
Give me a butterscotch.
Oh my god.
All right, I think we did really well this week, didn't we?
I had fun.
We
It's
did good.
iffy.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up. I'd like to say thanks to everybody who listened. Thanks to my sister and my wife for being in the background yelling at us. All right,
Shut it down. Mom doesn't like it.
shut it down. Okay, if you like us, follow us on Twitter at jworksprod. Follow us on YouTube. Like, comment, and subscribe.
And follow us on Facebook at JWorks Productions.
All right, thank you. Have a good week. We'll hope we do better next time.
Have a good one, guys.
Bye.